Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final edition of 5 Days, 5 Zoom calls. Oh my God, I'm such a pathetic pile of poo. And I hope you all had a blast as we did. And so many shifts showing up for us. And so we presume they showed up for you all also.
Give me 1 minute, I'll just join you back.
And what more fun can we all have? So any questions coming up, please feel free today. The recordings are all there on the Zoom for all of you. And our next call will be somewhere mid-September. And we'll keep you posted about that.
Your voice is cracking, Shalini. Couldn't hear the last.
All your questions and all of the projections, expectations, separations, rejections, all of the decisions, conclusions that you have of yourself, of these calls, of what these calls will create for you and what they have not created for you.
Awesome.
Could we destroy them all times a godzillion? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, potluck shots, boys and peons.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. Today's the last day of the poo, so you mean the poo is over? All the point of orders still logged in your bodies, guys. Can we destroy none kit all right and wrong, good and bad, pot for college or Brazilian? And can I have your lovely faces up here? Puneet, Seema, Vani, Radhika, all of you coming and joining in, please, please, please. I think you should automatically go on map because Miss Jan khaungi. Anyways, I'm going to use access clearing statement. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, onisha, birds and runs, which I'm really, really grateful to. It's a magic wand, which I all my life wanted to have a magic wand in my hand. So thanks to Gary and Dane that they have given me this magic wand of clearing anything. And I'm so trusting it and so sure of it that it just works. So if you really want to understand it more, you can go to theclearingstatement.com and you can have more of it there. It's been explained by Dr. Dane Heath there. But until then, you can just say whatever Radna said, or you can say pod and pock, and that's it. Sure. Awesome. What's going on, guys? What are the questions? What showed up yesterday? So, anything which came up for all of you?
Hi, Aradhana.
Hi, Rohini.
Just so much of poo showing up in my life.
I get that.
So much of I mean, in every damn area that you said, I am going to be putting those notes on my mirrors because
I did tell you, I warn you guys.
Yeah, I know, and everywhere that I look inside of me, in any area, there is poo lying around like anything.
Wow. Yeah, and what if you can just be with it and not make it all wrong also? So all the point of orders and point of views and projections on that too, if you can keep clearing.
Yeah.
I totally get it. I was in such a load this morning, and it was so highly intense that I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to see anybody's face. And I was like, today is the last day of the call and please, body, can we have ease? And my body's like, no way. And it went to literally to a level which I was like, now what to do and what to be. And I watching it also became more uncomfortable. And I was like, wow, I'm aware. It's nothing is mine. I'm aware. Still, I could not deal with it. And I said, what else is possible? Then I ate my lunch and I went off to sleep. And I woke up and I was like, nothing is clearing up, nothing. I was sleep. And then I woke up around, I think I slept for 1.5 hours. And then I woke up at 4 and then I was like, no, I'm not waking up. And I went off to sleep again and I woke up at 5 and I was fine. So I'm like, okay, everything has been cleared, whatever is shifted is shifted. And it's like, what else?
Now again, you want to see our faces.
Yes, now I want to see your faces.
See the faces.
I was so there.
Now you want to see our faces.
Yes. In the morning, I didn't want to see anybody's face. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to I was like, in my world. And I'm like, that's okay. And, the clearing I was doing with myself and everything I was repeating myself was all the point of views and all the point of orders that has created this, I destroy none at all. So that is the easiest thing that you can play with. And yet at the same time, thanks for saying that, because I'm just that I too myself go through it and I be with it. But then I was being and seeing my back and I'm like, okay, that's okay. You're still sitting on a sofa. You're still sitting in the house. It's just that your inner whole thing has been right now crashed and everybody, I just felt the pull and I was sinking and I'm like, wow, it's just my mind is saying that I'm sinking and I'm fine. So, and I'm so grateful to myself that I've been using these tools. I'm so present. The funniest is at that point, I was like, oh my God, koi major change aane wala hai, koi major change aane wala hai. That's how I was dancing in my world. Yet at the same time, if you would have seen me, I was like, oh. I was like, okay, I know something major is changing in my life. So, and yesterday I was talking to Catherine on the call and she was like, yeah, and she's like, what has changed? I said, for me, my uncomfortable has become the new comfortable. And she started laughing. She says, yeah, as Jane also says, that if you're not uncomfortable, that means you're not changing, then you're not working on it. So, very well. So you're really, really changing. I said, yeah, I'm really, really changing. I said, it's easier said than done when you are in that moment. But yeah, that is also a point of view. Then I gave up that and like, what else is possible? So be with it and just see where you are at that point of time. Where are you standing? Where are you sitting in the house? Where it is. Start looking at the things you're grateful for at that moment. That's what I was doing. I said, okay, still I'm in the house. I'm sitting here. Everything is moving well. It's just that I'm aware and I'm thinking for something else. It's fine. Correct?
So one question, Aradhana, when you know that, you have these point of orders about so many things. And for me, I think, if I sit down to write, there'll be a long list in, every area. So how can you still be with them and,
No, it's like first stop judging them that you're in all the areas that you're on because you did not know better at that point of time. And now when you're so present, so the first acknowledgement that, hey, oh wow, at least I can see it. How many people on the planet can even actually see it and don't even know that they're not even consciously present with it, that, something they're hiding or they're collecting in their bodies. So which is a great, great thing to acknowledge about yourself. And then, okay, fine, I did. I am the creator. End of the day, I am the creator for anything. So if I can create it, I can uncreate it also. Yet at the same time, you have to give quantum entanglements or universe that whole little period of time, whatever is required to readjust. So like, even if you're going to get a glass of water, you'll have to get up and go to the kitchen and get it, right? So you'll take that much. So do not get panic on the timeline and it just be with that time. And like, okay, wow, okay, fine. It'll go. This shall too pass. So that's my other mantra for myself, for everything I do. This shall too pass. This shall too pass. That's what I keep. Okay.
I also use that, Aradhana.
Yeah, awesome. See, and it works. I mean, that
yes,
time
it works.
You don't know what to do, and I'm like, this shall too pass. And then I always say, oh, morning is evening to aati hai, evening hoti hai to morning to aati hai.
Exactly.
So, you have to keep using different tools and whatever comes to you at that point of time. But never give in, never quit. So that's my mantra also again. Never give in, never quit, never, whatever it is. Never quit, never
give in,
never give in. Never give in. Yeah, never give in. Yeah. Awesome.
One thing, Aradhana, which I have been trying with the lot of intensity in the body showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll just share if it's a contribution for anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
How you're saying, I become present, and I gift and receive a lot from Mother Earth at that time.
Yeah.
I expand and have a major communication with Earth.
Yeah.
So that within some minutes, it brings ease to my body. So I wonder if anybody can
use
Yeah,
that.
expansion is a great exercise.
Yes.
Present with it is keep doing 1, 2, 3 for the earth. Okay, whatever I need to
Yes.
give to the earth and whatever the earth needs to give to me. Just be. And, kind of decide or just be. Actually, end of it, the day you'll start sitting with it with no tool and just like with it, smiling at it. That's when you'll be. Anilji, you'll have to mute yourself.
Yeah.
So there's a thing I put it on the Insta also had used. So everything is pre-written, but with prayers it can be rewritten. I loved it, and I really, really wanted to share it with everybody who has not read my post. So it's just like so relaxing. So nothing is going away from you. Everything is pre-written, but with prayers it can be rewritten. So never give up, never give in, never quit. And all the point of views and point of orders, creating XYZ in your life, whatever the situation, whether it's your body, with your life, with your relationship, with your money, just keep doing this. All the point of views and all the point of orders, creating this in my life, knowingly, unknowingly, I let them all go with ease. Okay, that's a great tool. Awesome. Anybody else? Any other thing showed up? What was the home play yesterday, Ritu? Do you remember? I like it. All right. aa jayega bhi yaad aate aate. So it means nobody did the home play, because that is why nobody remembers it. That is good. So how many people?
I just saw your video recording because I had not attended the call, and all I was doing was laughing throughout. So I don't even remember the home play.
Yes, yesterday was a laughter riot call.
Happy call.
It was such a happy call. It was, and thank you to Rajkumar. We have really, really pulled him out.
Thank you to Rajkumar. I could watch it yesterday.
And you know how luckily the Raj thing comes, and the Rajkumar's name is Rajkumar, and Raj. It's like,
we had to change the names, no?
Yeah, we had to. Yes, we had to change the name.
names.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, it means Harveen did it. I like it. Did you do it, Harveen?
Yeah.
Did you play with it? Was it fun?
Yes, I did.
What showed up?
It almost seemed like I was in the other person's shoes, which I wasn't comfortable with. So I pocket potted it and got out of it.
Awesome. And thank you for saying that. This hovered around me the whole life. That's what my parents always said. 1 minute. That's what my parents always said, that especially my father always said that दूसरे के shoe में जाके देखो, दूसरे के space पे जाके देखो. And my whole life I kept doing that. For any little thing, it was like, if I would have been that person, then what would have done? For me, it was a killer. I mean, it just killed myself. I just killed myself with it. And I'm like, and it's until very recently, I think 2 years back or something, that I realized that this is changing. I'm not gonna be into anybody's shoe, because it is they who are creating what they're creating. I no way would create that. That is not my reality. FO with that reality, and I would not. It's like very, very example that if your husband or your family, somebody is sick and they're like, oh, I mean, I remember I just reached home and my husband fell in and he was ill, and he created that illness again, and I had been warning him, and then he created again, and I'm like, okay, fine, I am not, and it wasn't an emergency again, and I'm like, I'm not coming back. I stood there for 5 minutes and I asked these questions, and I was like, okay, worst to worst, I'll never see him back again. It's okay. I'm not going back this day. And it became such a big thing in my family with everybody. And I remember it was my facilitators, BU facilitators, and my certified facilitators training, and everybody looking there also into my faces, all my friends, and they're like, the hell, you're not going? I said, no, I am not going. This has become a pattern. I will not go back. I'm okay to lose him, and I'm okay not to see his face. This is, what happens when you go back? I mean, tomorrow it can be with you. I said, yeah, I actually stood with myself for 5 minutes. And this whole thing just showed up in my life. I'm like, okay, had it been me, and what if he would have never come to me? And I was like, fuck off. That is his reality. He's creating. He dare not come. I will kill him. I will cut his balls if he won't come. Nobody dare not come if I'm requiring. And that was it. But then for 10 days I was there, and he held that anger with me forever. My mom, my family, everybody was like literally pissed off from within. And I'm like, that's okay. Until date, I don't feel guilty about it. I'm like, I'm so glad I took that step ever in my life. It changed my whole entire perspective of life and how I move, how I be. One stand, and he didn't die. And I knew he just had the, um, surgery, which was a leg surgery, which was like, I think even if I reach there, I'm not going to do anything. I can contribute more staying here with my other friends and, energetically holding him here rather than going and sitting in the hospital. And yes, it does take a courage. Of course, it was like a big thing. But for me, it was 2 minutes job. And that is when I changed this point of view of getting into the shoe of others. So the exercise wasn't about going into the shoe of others. It was going about being that energy that, okay, in 10 seconds, I can be Ritu, 10 seconds, I can be Harleen, 10 seconds, I can be Preeti or anyone. And then what fun can I have? I am not only Aradhana. So wherever we misapplying and misidentifying the exercise to get into other person's shoe, can we destroy none get all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all nature, boys and beyond. And another one thing I would love to say is never get into anybody's pathetic. Do not buy it. Do not buy it. It is their reality. What is your reality with you? What would you like to create? Are you willing to be judged, vilified, and still choose for you? I did. And I stood by. I had my back, and I still have my back. And after that, my husband did get that she's not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. So now also it's like twice he did it. I'm like, guys, hey man, if this is going on, I'm not gonna stay back. Every time I create a class, he starts falling sick so that he doesn't let me go. And I'm like, I'm not gonna stop this time. I will wave you goodbye from here, and I probably might not see you. And then he's like, no, I'm not saying anything. I'm like, I'm willing to be the bitch of my life. Are you guys? Are you gonna have your back and still see the moment you get up? And the whole idea of the expansion of the exercise is when you expand and make and remember that you are the source of your life, then everything is after you, whether it's your husband, whether it's your kids, whether it's your parents. It is you who is the source of life. And what is the value of buying point of views from other people and keeping it in your body and make it greater than you? It's like you giving birth to your kids and then you get carried away and then you're under your kids all your life. That really sounds funny to me in my world. So how many times, how many places are you under people? And everything that brings up, can we destroy and get all right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all nature, buzz and beyond. Guys, show up your faces. I am not gonna talk further unless I see your faces. अनीता जी, सोने की जरूरत नहीं है इतना. उठ जाओ. इतने गुड लुकिंग लग रहे हो, बाल चाल कटवा के आए हो, बैठो.
अभी अभी आई हूँ, अभी
तो बैठो. उसका कोई मतलब नहीं कि बेड पे लेटो. चलो उठो.
अच्छा भैया.
Like this. Come on, guys.
Anita is so cute, Anita.
Yes. I can do it. I can say anything to her and still be left unsaid with anything. I love her being scolded by her also. Neeru, Divya, Shivani, Amisha, Vani. Show me your pretty faces, guys. ये पुनीत सही है. जब भी हम क्लास करते हैं ये अपना बाज रन करा रही होती है. How did you so get so lucky, Puneet? मुझे ये चक्कर क्या? I get so jealous.
I created it.
I love it. I'm having it, babes. मैं भी तुम लोग को ये करते करते अपने बाज रन कराऊंगी. Awesome. What else is possible?
अभी पता क्या? I don't know. Something happened. One call is
know?
just going on. Yeah, one call is going on Shannon on my phone, and I'm not sure from where it has opened.
Wow. So she goes all the windows.
What Shannon is asking me.
What is she asking me?
And I don't even know from where it is. Just
yeah. You will find it. Stop saying I don't know.
I have a question.
Mani, that's okay. Thank you. Yeah, Pradeep, go ahead.
So recently, I've been becoming aware of the places where I don't voice generally. I don't voice what's like going on with me or if something is working on with me or not. And even becoming aware of this is a big change. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was so used to, just listening to others and just being contained in myself, not,
Mm-hmm.
saying, okay, this is not working for me. And secondly, asking for small things is big for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
sometimes I become restless with myself. Like,
see, do you have a point of view there?
no,
When
I
I'm
mean,
asking for a small thing,
comfort.
the big thing for me, is it a point of view? When I'm asking for small things, it's a big thing for me. Is it a point of view?
It seems to be a point of view now that you've asked.
Segments together.
Yes.
All and
Now
big.
when I ask you, now when I'm present with you. So what if you can be so present with yourself when you're talking, guys? If that's another game, that when you're talking, please start recording. And then
What?
listen what when you're talking and questioning, even in your head, what if you can voice out or and record it. And then
Okay.
re-listen it. You'll have all your questions, all your solutions right there and then.
Yeah, that I do. If nothing is working, what I do is I just, press the recorder on and I just stop for a few minutes and it just shifts.
Yeah. So that's when you're so present, because recorder on होगा तो question जो record होगा तो मेरे को सोच के बोलना है, present होके बोलना है. But अगर तुम वैसे question पूछ रहे हो जैसे अभी you were asking me, तो उस question के बीच में already एक point of view और point of order था.
Mm-hmm.
तो वो point of order तो आपको true करना पड़ेगा ना, true and real, because that is your point of view, which you have brought true and real.
Interesting point of view, right?
Yeah. So it's like, what am I not asking? What different question can I ask?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if things are not working and you're asking and you think सब कुछ पूछ रही हूँ, सब कुछ हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा, what is it? So can you be in like, what different question can I ask here? What different choice can I make here?
Okay.
What can I change? What do I want? What different choice can I make here?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, honestly, after a while, even after the question, it's like you don't even want to question.
Mm-hmm.
And you just be here and then just see, and the moment I sit these days, like for me, I just don't want to put any music, I don't want to put any calls, I don't want to do anything, and I'm like, okay, sit with it right now. And
Which
then I
is
keep watching, I'm like, okay. And then my head, I said, wow, my head is talking so much, I love it. I said, bolo beta, or bolo, or bolo, or bolo. I said, okay, now you stay behind and stay on the corner and I'll catch up with you later. And suddenly everything gets calmed down. So it's like end of the day, we are running from ourselves. We do not want to see
so
ourselves.
true, so true. I mean,
I don't want to be with me at most of the time. It's, to be with me, having my own back, to just spend my time with myself is so uncomfortable. Like this afternoon when I said that I was so aware that I was very clear nothing is mine. And that's when I was like, that's what I've defined as uncomfortable. Just, and I was like, and I could hear everybody's heads and everything. And I was like, okay, I'm sure there's a possibility of going beyond this too. And then I went with it and I went off to sleep. And then I woke up, I just forgot everything. So sleeping is not wrong. It's not lazing around. Sometimes it just clears everything. It's required. So I asked my body contribute, and body made me sleep. And everything that brings up can be destroyed and get all right and wrong, good and bad.
yes, please.
What are you scared of within you? What is it?
Me?
Everybody of you on this.
I'm too much.
And what does that too much mean to you? Too much for who?
My family and my loved ones.
Is it true?
Seems
Do
to
you
be
have a
true.
point of view?
Yes.
Are you already separating yourself from your family? Because you think you're different, you're this, you're awesome, and you need that validation. So when they are acknowledging that by being angry with you or by being jealous with you, then you're not receiving it.
Yeah.
So when they're complaining about you in the whole house, they're only complaining about you. They're only jealous about you. You're the only one who's wrong, which means you're the only one special. But then you
Okay.
would not like to receive it. You want to receive it the way you want to receive it, and things never show up the way you're asking them to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
Wow, this is so much. Everybody, so many people are so angry with me, so they can't receive me.
Yeah, so because that's what you're asking, because you have a point of view that I am different in my house, I'm special, I'm doing so much for somebody, so everyone, and but nobody acknowledges me. So that is the underlying point of view. But everybody is acknowledging you by the way they want to acknowledge you. Maybe by complaining about you, by looking at your clothes, or kind of fighting with you all the time. Because why would anybody fight with you? Because you're important. Why would anybody be jealous of you? Because they're looking upon to you. I feel so amazing when the whole world looks at, wow, I am so special. It means I'm doing right. I am on my. Thank you for acknowledging. If somebody, there's so many people, so many people dress up, so many people do so much stuff. Why are they only copying me and being around me? Because they're acknowledging me. Now, does the acknowledgement also has to be shown up the way you're asking it to show up? Acknowledgement does not show up the way you're asking to show up. Wherever you're not receiving the acknowledgement of your families, can you guys just join and play that?
Yes, please.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot,
Wow.
Yes,
Thank you, Radha. Today it was the question in my universe. What am I not willing to receive? The way, there's
the
something
acknowledgement, the love, the kindness the family is being to you.
but the angry and the jealousness is also
Yeah.
acknowledgement of me only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one of my friends when I got married, and one of my family member was really, really, looking upon to me, how I'm dressed, how I'm being, where do I go. So I probably had this point of view that I am weird. Probably I'm from a village. Maybe I'm not able to adjust and how to dress up. I'm looking at that person, how to dress up, what to do. And because I was a pure tomboy, I was just wearing a jeans and a t-shirt would do for me. And then I'm like, okay. And that kept going on and it was bugging. And then once my sister said, the other person wants to see you this way and you're actually reacting. And that just got to me. I'm like, wow. I said, okay. And then to compete and to have that fun, I kept doing the best of it. Like, okay, I'll go buy the best dress. I'll go do this. And over the years, I got so habitual of the other person coming and looking at me. And I knew if I'm going to wear, the other person is going to look at it and then going to create ruckus. And I used to love it. And it started becoming so joyful. Like, okay, this party, that person is coming. I have to be wearing, and I used to be so excited wearing my clothes, my jewelry, my stuff, and somebody noticing, and it was so much fun. And then I was like, then the moment that person actually went out of my life, I started missing. I was like, I don't want to go to party. I don't want to dress. It's not fun for dressing because there was nobody to look at. And I cannot thank enough to that person in my life. It's so much of gratitude I till date flow, because in that play, I actually changed totally the way I dress, the way I be, the way I look at the fashion, and acknowledging that if anybody else is acknowledging that, how much it changes in your world. And I was doing from the pure joy of a kiddish energy that, अच्छा, मैं भी पहन के दिखाती हूँ, मैं बताती हूँ कौन सी dress better आई है, मैं बताती हूँ क्या पहनना है. So that was fun. So had I not received that with that energy of fun, I would have not been what I am today. I'm so grateful to that person. And then now that energy shifted, but also sometimes that person still comes in my universe. It's fun. It's just like, it's fun. And I'm like, my automatic gratitude starts flowing. So how many people in your life are gifting you? Huh?
A major shift, I acknowledge you have just shifted a major point of view of mine.
Awesome. How does it get any better than this? What else is possible? So what if you today start in your house, first, start receiving everybody who had been jealous of you, have been saying things about you, have been upset about you, what if they have been gifting you that you're not been receiving. So whatever that you have logged and blocked your bodies with, that they are angry and that you're not good enough, can you pocket pot that? And can you release all those point of orders and point of views and receive? And then suddenly you will see your body's changed, your relationships change, your house more joyful. Wonder what can I gift you guys, and everything that doesn't allow it, destroy, not get all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, on nature, buzz and beyond. If you apply this tool, that nothing shows up the way you're asking it to show up, so how much of a acknowledgement and gratitude has already been flown by your family towards you, which you're not receiving? It is you who is not receiving, they are gifting. And you know, having said that, that person is so now friendly with me, is, I think, really regards me, and really is so, I mean, always bothered about me. And I'm so grateful for that, because that whole energy, I received that energy, I took that as a gift, and I'm always grateful, and the other person is grateful too. Though we've never exchanged these notes among each other, but energetically, yes. And it's beautiful relationship now. Yeah, so what else is possible in your life that you're not acknowledging? In fact, जो प्यार से सारा सामने सामने बोल रहा है, वो तो वैसे ही झूठ बोल रहा है. जो तुम्हारे, you know how Kabir का दोहा was used to be there, that always keep the nindak around you, so that वो पता नहीं, अब मेरे को हिंदी इतना वो याद तो नहीं है, but निंदक को साथ रखो तो हमेशा वो आपको बताता रहता है, and then you know.
निंदक मेरे रात के.
Yes, Kumar. So that is always, I always remember that from my school. I'm like, अच्छा ये कुछ बता रहा है तो इसका मतलब ये मुझे change करना है. So what will change in your life if you receive all the nindaks in your life today? And put your barriers down? What fun can you have with your family?
That also is a choice. अगर निंदक हमें कुछ बता रहा है, the निंदक is saying something about us, and you know, still we think because we don't want to change, like whatever I am doing is right.
Yeah. So you see, you keep your family, the closest family around is the only one who are the biggest gifters. Only they will. You were never bothered about the person who's on the roadside will come and say anything to you. You would not change. So if anybody is saying, and it is really irritating you, and it is somewhere you're resisting or aligning with it, that is when it is actually some time to change. They're gifting you. And sometimes, you know, I realized, and I looked over my journey, that it was the same point of view my mother had been saying to me for years, since the time I'm growing up. And now my mother-in-law has been saying that. Then my friends have been saying, I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I'm like, what am I not receiving here? And then, shit, my mom gifted me the day when I was born and I never received it. I've been fighting with my mother for it. So things will keep growing greater and greater and intensified unless you receive them. So that is when I always ask you to go with this tool. What gift are they gifting you that you're not receiving? Where are you not, like, look, have you asked for something which is showing up in a different way? And everything that brings up can be destroyed and get all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all and yours. What have you been asking that and you have been receiving that you have not been acknowledging? That if you acknowledge would change everything today. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all and beyond. Awesome. How lighter has your body gone, Preeti? I've been contributing to your exercises, looking at you, like, okay, melt here, melt there, what else is possible? I love the joy you work out with. I'm having it. See, this is how I have from all of you. Iska ye lena, iska ye lena, iska ye lena. This is my creation. That simple creation is. And we think creation is very difficult. जाना है, करना है. एक कॉल करती हूँ, सबकी शक्लें देखती हूँ, सबसे सब कुछ ले लेती हूँ. I'm paid. What else is possible? Awesome. Any more questions coming up? Any more poos left in your life? After this, any poo left? I think family is the first thing that creates poo in your worlds. So what if you put your barriers down and receive those gifts from today? So everything you've defined as bad, ugly, and if you start receiving them as a gifts, what will it change it today? फिर राज भी मिलेगा, फिर पाची भी होएगी. सब इतने सीरियस क्यों यार? हंस तो.
पू क्लियर करने के बाद हंसा कैसे जाएगा?
अब तो बुक लिया कर दिया मैंने, अब तो हंस जाओ कि तुम लोग अपनी अपनी लाइफ में कितने इम्पोर्टेंट हो. How amazingly everybody around you is gifting you, and you are not receiving you. Are you willing to receive you today? With no judgments, no barriers, no point of orders, no point of views. Everything that is to destroy and unkit, all right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, all nature, birth and beyond. परता कहाँ गायब हो गए? कौन सी दुनिया में चले गए परता सोचते सोचते?
Hi, Radha, I have a question.
Yes, please. Who's that?
Natasha.
Yeah, Natasha, come here. Show me a lovely face.
First.
And your room. I don't know. Unless you're not on the road, then
and let us just check if you are with your father or no.
See, everybody's got used to your father now. He's become a boyfriend.
Yeah, I am. Thanks so much, and I really love your calls. I have lots of gratitude.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Like I was listening to the earlier calls, and it was so much fun and so much cleared, from the points of view. I realized it.
Wow, thank you. Thank you.
But one thing I can say, what had happened to me was...
Happened? Did something happen to you or did you create it?
No, I created it. Sorry.
Okay.
That I know again it's about what happened after my father, but it's happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
I created it. That my father, when I was doing one of the body processes, I got pain in my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to the gynac, it was detected I have stones in my gallbladder.
Mm-hmm. Your voice is gone.
So, of course, through body processes, it's reduced.
Mm-hmm.
Not gone still.
So what point of views and what point of orders are creating those stones? Keep asking this. And wonder what will shift. Did you get the question? What point of orders or what point of views are creating those stones in the gallbladder? Keep asking this question and be willing to receive the information.
Okay.
Yeah? So keep asking your body. Body, what point of orders and what point of views have created these stones? And I choose to melt them with total ease. What else is possible? Let's see. And next month is anyways weight, melting away the weight. So we'll melt away the weight of stones.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks
Be in
so
this
much.
question, it will shift.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Yes, guys. What else?
Aradhana,
I shared something today. I forgot. Yeah, go ahead.
Aradhana, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
I'm still not very clear on what is the point of order, point of view.
Point of order is like you've taken it as an order, and you're like what an army orders are, like your family orders are. हमारे घर में, suppose we say we take I don't know what family. So I'll take Brahmin family. You have to have certain fasts, certain this thing. This is how you have to be. Those are orders of the family, right? So those are the point of. So हमारे घर में ऐसा ही होता है, ऐसे ही करते हैं. These are point of orders. So then it's like there is a certain way of going in the house. That's how we'll be eating the food, how we will be and coming from the house. Then also in your school, in your college, in your life, how you operate. How you saw your parents operating. So have you made that and, kind of made it as a point of order in your life?
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I was not very sure. I missed the last 3 calls. I'm glad I made
catch up. You need to catch up with the calls.
Yes.
I think it becomes a series which I'm now looking at, because so much gets continued from the backlog. And I also don't like to repeat it because I'm sure people will listen it.
Yes.
I am expecting them to listen. My expectations.
I've actually tried to go to YouTube. I've heard about half of the call number 3, but not yet completely. But thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Great question though. Awesome. What else showing up? I wanted to share. It's just skipping my mind. Came twice and it'll show up when it show up. If it has to go. Yes, Preeti.
Yeah, I wanted to share a story.
Yes.
Actually, I was like, we've heard the kids call and that thing we spoke so much about the, kids playing on the internet and full time on the mobile and the tablet. And I was very heavy with that energy. So now after doing this call with your point of order, I was like, okay, I leave all the orders. My kid all the time is sitting on the tablet and it was too heavy for me because he was not concentrating on his studies. The whole focus was only on that. And I was like, okay, theek hai, wo 20 minutes pad raha hai. Okay, I leave this point of order that he has to study for 2 hours. 20 minutes mein kya magic create ho sakta hai and all of that. And you won't believe, after 2 days of this clearing point of orders with that, he comes and he gives me his tablet and he tells me, Mama, please keep it in the cupboard. I'm not able to focus on my studies because of this.
Wow. I love it.
My God, it was all my point of order going on there.
Yes, it's totally about you guys. It's never. And that's what I tell most of the people everywhere in the conversation. Every time I facilitate, I'm like, guys, it's only about you. And you know how we get into this linear reality. उसने ऐसे बोला, उसने बोला, but logically ऐसे नहीं हो पाएगा. कैसे छोड़ दूँ? Because we're not ready to fail. We're not letting our kids to be failed. It just works. I know, and it is easier said than done. Again, a point of order and point of view. I fucking bought it. That when you're actually going through it, it's like, nahin, I don't want to be wrong. And once you're willing to wrong and fail, it changes.
True that.
Thank you for sharing that, Preeti. That's amazing. I always trust that happens, and I know it happens because I have played with this enough in my life. And yeah, but then, coming from you, it's amazing. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, fire. Who wants to say? Who was it? Hello. Okay, awesome. What else? No questions left. No pools left in your lives, guys. Hope after this, if anywhere in the part of the world, anytime I see you happy and joyful with no point of orders and no point of views logged in your bodies. And everywhere you forget, can you put your alarms on you? Because we do tend to get into pools again because we love them. And let's acknowledge that we love our pools. Because drama nahi hoga, then we'll have too much of time. Then we think we have to create. And as you guys have already defined creation is कि खाली दिमाग है तो कुछ नहीं है समझ नहीं आ रहा कहाँ जाना है क्या करना है. I think I have an idea while talking this. What if you start looking at lovely Bollywood movies and playing and having fun and start watching sex and porn and probably you'll create some much more fun because the more I'll talk about people laugh. Otherwise you don't laugh. So probably different creation. What can you create in that time? So please have time for yourself and have sex with every part of your body and see what it creates. Rather than creating all this shit and point of order, then again, isn't that boring now enough to go into that drama of families and stuff every moment? Is it not? Is now the time to change all this? There's so much to do. As I said yesterday also, I'm sitting in the sofa and I'm saying, oh, I'm so busy. Rather than getting up, picking up, go doing something in the kitchen or playing with my almirahs, even if I'm at home, what fun can that create? So what is one activity in your life you guys have totally forgotten which really brought joy to you? Truth. What is one thing that you think that sometimes some things will change, you will do it? What if you start doing it today and what are you waiting for? So that's the latest question from Dane. What are you waiting for if you start playing with that? So everything, anytime you think कि ये होएगा तो ये होगा, please ask what am I waiting for? Waiting is never creating. Yes, Vani. Hello.
I wanted to share something on that. All my life, has been this waiting कि अच्छा ठीक है मेरे पेरेंट्स ये नहीं करने देते शादी होने दो फिर मैं ये करूंगी ये लोग ये नहीं करने देते let me do this and then I'll do it And abhi finally I came to that realization कि कभी आपको कुछ करना है तो never wait. It
Thank
is
you.
now. It is
Or
in the
never.
now that you have to do it, because wait करते रहोगे तो wait ही करते रहोगे.
Yes.
And आपने पूछा ना, what is it that brings joy into your life but you put it aside? I've put, like, मैंने आपसे I shared my art page with you, right?
Yeah. Beautiful.
I love arts and crafts, and we as we say, life happens. Life doesn't happen, we create it. And I pushed that completely out of my life. Mera job, ye wo. Ab jab I was pregnant and I was forced to stay home. Uh, I had some health, not complications, but it avoided me from going to work, and I was home, and I started again, and I realized how much joy I was putting away from myself.
Yeah.
And I told my husband, I'm not going to stop. It doesn't matter, I don't have space in my house to put them all, I'm still making it,
Yeah. Wow.
because
Awesome.
it just brings so much joy.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
abhi
please
mere ko,
start doing
right,
it.
with
Yeah.
a new baby, people talk about stress and everything, and trust me, I've not known that at all with this
Yeah.
baby.
Wow. So how much he created and gifted you, and how much were you asking and you created for yourself that space. And body is intelligent, and you've been talking to yourself and your body listened, and it created that illness so that you can be at home, and then it can get you in touch with what you're truly asking for. So that is again a gift. It never happened, and you created because you have been having that ask in your life. So how it show up, it doesn't matter, but body would fall sick, body you won't be able to work, and you're like, oh shit, I'm sick. But what if you were really wanting that change and you wanted, and that is how this reality would listen and buy it, and you give them, hey, I want to sit at home and create, and then that's when you start changing. So that is also another thing that you guys really, really have to acknowledge yourself, that you have been asking and you've been creating every single bit in your life, every single bit. Even a little thing, even for saying that, a fabric or a cloth or any food coming to you is not coming to you by chance. You have asked and it's gifting you something. To not, when the moment you leave, get into the temperament, why the hell this? Because it does not show up the way you're asking it to show up. Your house has been gifting the acknowledgement. Everybody has been gifting you through different various ways. Some people are dying and showing you. Like my husband he creates sickness to a level that I have to see it. Oh my God, okay, fine, this is changing. You know how to fall sick for me to see it. I'm willing to receive every gift you're gifting me. And then not making his sickness wrong. Now, the more I have started enjoying his sickness, the more he's like, oh God, I need to change this. I was resisting sickness. Yeah, thanks, Natasha. So anything you resist will keep persisting. So stop resisting sickness, stop resisting people dying. It's their choice. What would you like to choose in this 10 seconds? If death wasn't wrong, if the sickness wasn't wrong, if the gossiping wasn't wrong, if the politics wasn't wrong, then what would you choose? Then what problems would you left with? Are there any problems left? No.
Hi, Aradhana. So much light.
Hi, thank you. Who's that?
Yeah, hi, Gitu here. So,
Can I see
Aradhana,
your face? I can't see you.
Gitu
Oh,
here.
yeah. Okay, show me your face. Yes. Hello, hello.
So, hi. So my question is like, if does this same thing go in for if somebody's cheated us, and we feel like, oh my God, the one person that you trusted most, that person cheated you financially or whichever way.
Yeah. How much are you cheating you? How much are you cheating you? What are you gifting you?
Sorry?
How much is that person gifting you? How much are you cheating you? Yeah.
Gifting?
Yeah. So, you just said that the only one person you trusted has cheated you.
The one you trusted blindly, actually.
Yeah, blindly. One, can you trust anybody blindly? Second, why would you trust anybody other than you?
I mean, why would you doubt everybody?
Why would you not trust you? When you will trust you, you will not doubt anybody. and something is showing as an awareness and awareness. It's not a doubt or a judgment or something. It's like somebody comes in my zone. Like yesterday, somebody came for, somebody was asking me to work at my place. And that girl had come and I met her and I wasn't comfortable and I knew something is not correct. So I left it. I said, okay, come tomorrow. And she didn't show up for 4 days. And then she called me up, I'm coming. And I was like, you never show me, I'm still not comfortable. And I said, okay, if she doesn't come today, tomorrow I'm not going to take her in. So she didn't show up. I said, okay, I listened to the I told my girl today, I said, do you know her? She says, no, I'm not very sure. I said, okay, I'm not having anybody in the house who I'm not sure of. And though am I willing to do and work myself, I'm okay to do it, but I listen to trust me. It is not that I'm doubting her, it's just my body is not comfortable having her around.
Sorry,
Why would you not?
Aradhana.
I said, it's just that my body is not comfortable having her around, so I am willing to work myself, do everything, and go through that little troublesome time where I do not have anybody for help, but then I will not choose something against my body. So truth, when that you were giving that money to that person and you were supporting, did you already not know it?
No, I didn't. That's why I gave it.
So how unaware are you living? How unpresent are you with your own self and your own senses?
Let's say your own brother, your own mother, or your own
Yeah.
husband takes care of you. Would you doubt that?
Yes, of
question?
course. It's not about a doubting. You're not doubting. I would not sign any paper if my husband would say. And I remember I used to do it. And at times, every time I did it, he's like, you're doubting me? I said, no, my father just taught me that you have to read every paper. Do you have a ways to manipulate it? But and in spite of that, I did. But then I knew where I'm signing. I mean, it's okay when to sign and not to sign without reading.
Okay. So let's say you signed some papers without just trusting, and then
yeah.
what?
Then if I go through anything, it's my thing. No, I trusted him.
So now, how the fuck do you come out of it?
Nothing interesting. When wow, and just be in gratitude of yourself and not beat yourself that you did it. And are you willing to lose everything?
Yeah, right. Wow is so easily said, no, than done. It's very 2 crores.
Exactly. That's also a point of view. So which means you are lacking that you cannot create another crore.
Yeah, that I'm not lacking. But then it's like when you talk about 2 crores.
Yeah. So 2 crores, 10 crores. I can talk about 100 crores right now. So can you not? Do you have a lack of creating? What gift is that being to you?
You're talking about 2 crores, not 2 codis.
I am talking 100 crores, babes. Forget 2 crores. Doesn't bother. Are you willing? I do not feel that. Okay, aa jayega. What's right about it? I have probably lost thousands of crores. Forget 1 crore. Seriously, I mean, my life is open. I've lost thousands of crores and then it's fine. I'm still surviving.
So Aradhana, I'm laughing so naturally. That's probably I know that I will create it again.
What do you know? First, you will only create it and you will lose it again if you have a point of view, sweetheart. Rather than acknowledging what is it that person gifting you, are you willing to trust you? And are you willing to acknowledge, that's another topic. Other day I was sitting with my friend and I was acknowledging this and I was like, yes, money does matter to me. I love money. Money does matter to me. Why should I say that money? We are so stingy in saying in the world that, मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ता इतने पैसे चले गए इतना वो हो गया पड़ता है यार फर्क
पड़ता है of course पड़ता है
हाँ तो then when we say are we congruent with saying that that money doesn't really matter. Money doesn't matter to me.
Money matters, of course. Why not?
Yeah. So then, and it's easy for me to create. How congruent are you with that? If it's so easy to create, then you will not be in the sadness of it.
Not in the sadness of it. You value your, right?
So how much more money you have to lose to learn more, to trust you first? So maybe just 2 crores you learned so much.
Aradhana, where does the khud ka trust come in between? I didn't get that. I'm not following.
Because you're not trusting your awareness. Why would you give your money to the other person? Maybe it's your husband, with your father, with your mother. Where did you cannot say no to them? when you did not want to give.
No, because you consider it as our money, not as your money and my money.
So then when you our money, so you could have also lost it. So it's okay. Can you be an allowance? Are you beating yourself? It's your money also, ना? तुमसे भी गलती हो सकती है, उससे भी गलती हो सकती है. So जाने दो. What else is possible? What's right about this? Are you an allowance of other persons? You know, you do businesses, you do stuff, and you might lose some money. If you're so close, then why is it mattering to you? You could have done the same too. Maybe you're different. The other person is different. The other person is not Gitu. So you'll have to trust the other person also, know what the person is.
Right.
Yeah.
So
so be an allowance of them then. Be an allowance of you gifting that money to the other person. And if the person is so yours, are you willing to gift all your money to them and still not complain?
Not anymore.
Yeah. So now here you're not congruent with saying that it is our money. You are not in oneness. Can you acknowledge that?
Yeah, not anymore. At that moment.
So money is what makes you love or hate a person. Can you see that, guys? I'm sorry, Gitu, but this is with everybody of us, so it's okay.
It has nothing to do.
You know, this is how we define love. Till that one moment, that person was so close to me. I was dying for that person. She's my mother. He's my husband. He's my child. And suddenly, when the money is taken away, your love is gone. And no more.
The money was taken away.
Huh?
The love was gone first, and then the money was taken away.
Exactly. So why did you give your money when the love was gone? Now here you go again, and you said it was our money. So you are not congruent with your own stuff, Gitu. I'm just showing you. Listen to this again, and you'll see it.
But I still don't get the trust part of it, Aradhana. If you could elaborate on that.
So you are not trusting you when you just said that you love yourself. The love had already gone, the trust had already gone in him, but you did not trust. But you wanted to not be looked bad wife or a husband, daughter or whatever the relationship is. And so you still, in spite of not wanting to give money, gave the money.
Aradhana, can I add something?
Yeah, please use that.
Vani. Right. Last year, when we went to foundation, we had a trust ka hi topic chal raha tha, and then I don't know if you've heard of Glenise. She was our
I know Glenise very well.
Yeah. So Glenise ne humko bola ki we all have a wrong perception about trust. We say,
just a moment.
I trust
Gitu, can you mute yourself for a while she's talking, because there's a lot of noise behind you. Yeah.
So what she told us was, we think that, when we say we trust somebody, we trust them to behave the way we want them to.
Yeah.
But that's not what trust should be.
Yeah.
If you're relying on a murderer, you should trust that he will murder.
Truly. Totally.
You can't say, I trusted you to change.
Yeah.
You can only trust him to do murder, because that's whom you're interacting with.
Yeah.
So
and the person always remains the same thing what you met the person for the first time. Remember that's a great tool.
Yeah, so it just brought that up, so I thought I'll share.
That's amazing. Yes. Yes, Gitu?
But this is when we're talking about so you mean to say, okay, so you're trying to say that I wasn't aware that I'm with a murderer.
Yeah. So you're only seeing the person through your glasses, how you want to see the person.
Because that's what I've been shown only. I've not been shown.
Nobody shown. I mean, had I been there, I would have seen something else. You would have seen something else. Nobody can show you anything unless you want to see it.
This is a problem, Aradhana.
It's not a problem.
Okay.
It's not a problem. It's just a possibility.
My point of view.
Yes. Point of view that this is how the person has to shop.
No, point of view that I'm so grateful this is suddenly going somewhere else and it's going, wow, great. So with me, this is the thing. I buy what I'm sold, I take the person for face value.
What is the value? What is the value of doing that?
I have no clue, and this has been my nature.
No, you can't say no clue. So that's when you're being unconscious and you're being unpresent.
I cannot see beyond what's underneath the person.
So
I cannot
start
see
seeing. Ask these questions. What am I not willing to see? What am I unwilling to so see? And what is it creating? What am I buying this for?
what am I unwilling to see? Okay.
Yeah, and what is it that I'm not willing to see in them? And how I want to see, what I want to see. This is, if this has been a pattern of yours, what is it?
Yeah, that has been
What
a
is the
pattern.
value of this?
Whoever tells, if somebody tells me, oh, I'll say so nice this person, I just kind of take the person at face value. I don't see underneath.
So who does that belong to, and what is the value of doing that if it's not working in your life?
It's absolutely not working.
So is now the time to change it.
So nice gives me a kick.
Hmm?
The very person I feel, wow, he's so nice, that person I'm sure to get a kick from.
I love it. You have the orgasm and then come back to it and see to it. Okay, bhaiya, this is not working. Go.
I've had many
Have
orgasms.
the kick. You get the kick and then face the kick. So is the kick working?
Aradhana, if that is orgasm, then I've had overdose of orgasm.
Yeah, then and now is there an overdose and it's not working? So it's now the time to change. So what if you start looking in what point of orders and what point of views of me is creating this reality for me?
Okay.
What pattern is this? So start looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
And where the trust is concerned, when you want to like, as this.
What does trust means to me? Just ask this question. What does trust mean to me? And what do I mean to trust? The judgment process.
And also, there's one clearing in one foundation also. What stupidity I'm using to invoke and perpetuate the unsighted I'm choosing.
Yeah.
Unsighted. Thank you,
Yeah.
Anita
Unsighted I'm choosing, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So that's calling poo off. It's 6:30. And I'm sure there's enough material in these calls for you to clear your pools. And if you still choose to it, I'm more than happy to keep keeping them. The only thing I would say, be joyful with them, enjoy them, have fun and sex with your pools.
Thank you.
You always have a choice to go off the chart from this. And you can change your lives. It's up to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What point of views and what point of orders is creating this pattern in my life? That's the question for all the pools to go away. Play with it, be present with it, do all the exercises we played, whatever exercises comes to your head. And then I will see you for next month. I don't remember the topic. I don't think Shalini is around. Next month's topic, we'll post it on the group. I think it's something to do with the weight, what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of melting away your weight or something.
Not gain weight to lose, Please, everybody, do not gain weight so that it can melt it away.
Yes. Do not gain weight.
So that she can melt it.
No, guys, please gain weight. Okay. These are humanoid people. I tell not to gain, they will gain. Please gain weight. Okay.
Okay.
You 1 month.
And melt them away.
See the weight today and see the weight then. What else is possible?
Yeah.
Please gain 10 kgs so that we have fun reducing them in 10 days, 5 days.
What if we just keep our weight and reduce it further and melt it further in your
Total choice.
I would choose to do
I'm inviting you to gain weight so that my calls really rock. What else is possible?
What else is possible?
Aradhana, wait or not wait.
Yes.
Wait for your, and they do rock.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Grateful guys. Thank you for showing up always, and wonder what more magic can we create together. And please share these calls and these links with as many people as you can, and whosoever it can reach. I'll be grateful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aradhana.
Thank you, Aradhana. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.